my darlings, I've literally just finished work and the news has flashed up on my phone, and it's going to be a very, very quick, impromptu video. But I'd also just finished watching Black Belt Barrister. If you don't know who he is, he's just another YouTuber like myself who's rather concerned about how things are going within this country. And I can honestly say it's worrying. It's very worrying. But the reason why I'm on so very quickly. Europe's Ukraine summit begins in Paris as Poland calls for immediate defence spend rise. As European leaders meet in Paris for an emergency summit on the Ukraine, Poland's Prime Minister Donald Tusk says he will urge officials to immediately boost defence spending. Russia Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says there's no role for Europe in any peace talks, suggesting Europe wants the war to continue. Lavrov was speaking before heading to Saudi Arabia for talks on Ukraine with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Read Steve Rosenberg's analysis here. Well, we'll do that later. Or not at all, because I'm reading the news. Meanwhile, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer says he's ready to put UK peacekeeping troops in Ukraine if and when the war ends. Russia launched a full-scale invasion, as we know, in February of 2022, funnily enough when my daughter turned 18. At 15:41 this afternoon, Macron spoke with Trump ahead of European leaders' meeting. As we've reported, Emmanuel Macron is currently hosting European leaders in the Elysee Palace for an emergency summit on the Ukraine. The French president also spoke with US President Donald Trump ahead of the meeting, according to a French presidency official. At 15:34, the German Chancellor Scholz stresses need for strong Ukrainian army. Are there any of them left? Poor darlings have been blown to bits. News just in. It just gets more and more bizarre. At 15:45, UK peacekeeping commitment is major announcement, former Foreign Office chief. Prime Minister Keir Starmer's announcement ahead of the Paris meeting that the UK is ready and willing to contribute troops to Ukraine is a major announcement, says the former top civil servant in the Foreign Office. Lord Simon MacDonald tells BBC Radio 4 that he believes the Prime Minister's plans would still need proper preparation, and a debate would need to be held in the House of Commons. No, really? It is not something the Prime Minister, in my view, should decide all by himself, says MacDonald. The former Foreign Office chief notes there should be very clear mandates on what the British forces are doing there, and confirmation that they have the capabilities to sustain their presence in Ukraine. So this is big and early days, he says. UK armed forces are highly capable and can move at speed, but they need to know precisely what is expected of them. Yes. And as Lord Dannatt put it this weekend, we are 40,000 army troops short. So where are they going to come from? I don't know. My great worry my great worry is that the youngsters of today are going to be the ones that are going to be expected. Of course, you worry about your children. Of course, you do. Yes, I appreciate we all have a job to do. We all have a part to play in this. What are your thoughts on this, Generation Z? Because it's you that's going to be expected to contribute the most. I'd love to know your thoughts. This is quite worrying times, and I, for one, am watching this very closely. And yes, I am. As a parent, I am, of course, very worried. As I'm sure there are other parents out there that are equally as worried about their children. So, where do we stand? What is going to happen? What are your thoughts on this? Well, if you like what I do, you can always give me a thumbs up on such a touchy subject, I know. And if you really enjoy what I do, again, a very touchy subject, you could always give me a follow. And yes, let's just keep an eye on this, because obviously it's evolving at a rate of knots, isn't it? Anyway, my darlings, do take care of yourselves, and if you find time, please do comment below. Thank you so much. Bye bye.